Hello there, and welcome to Zambezi News. Liz Spencer here, asking the hard questions like, what the hell happened to that man? Tell us the truth, damn it. And listen, you bureaucratic toe rag, if you don't answer me right now, I'll follow your children home dressed as a homeless man.
I'm Jerome Weathers, and I'm not sure that was the question, Liz.
And I'm Esmeralda, and I'll be taking you on a journey with my finance.
And I'm Kudzaishe, bringing you down. That's all he'll ever do. Trust me, he'll bring you down, like an elevator with one button, the down button. I'm Mandape, but you already know that. Casting the news like a white man on Lake Kariba, impaling opponents like worms on a hook, taking low blows at anyone, no matter how poor. If you're alive and have no money, then we probably will never meet. Honestly, I don't even know where I shop. The place is so damn fancy. Even if I did want to see your poor face there, which I don't, I really couldn't tell you how to get there. It's a wealthy thing. You wouldn't get it.
Now, in a wave of crime that has swept over the land like a giant dustpan and brush, this week alone, 2,500 thieves were deployed on the streets of the capital in an aggressive underworld campaign. The thieves, dressed in gang colours, were spotted on the roadsides in several prominent junctions in and around the city, storming out from long grassy areas or behind buildings. The thieves have been tricking innocent civilians into handing over their hard-earned cash.
Looks horrifying. So, Widzo, you've been on the scene all day. Can you tell us what's been happening?
Thank you, Mandape, and welcome to Crime Watch with Widzo himself, Widzo Systematics. Now, as you can see here in the pocket region is where these thieves often expect you to keep your money. I, however, prefer to keep mine right here. Now these thieves are pretending that they don't want money from this young boy. They are pretending to be some kind of Samaritans with good intentions. This is a trick that the public should be wary of. It can only mean one thing. Yes, that's it. He wants a Coke. Now this may seem like an innocent test, but you'll soon come to discover that a Coca-Cola can cost more than $20 or $30. Now you can see the innocent young man coughing out his cash to grease the palms of these thieves. Now if you are in town, these thieves usually operate in groups of 4 or more, making it hard to defend yourself from an attack. Sorry. They are often heavily armed and dangerous. Can I get a cut?
Well, as I said to my wife when I had my kidney removed in '96, I have respect for all smooth operations. And like I said to the street kid begging at me through the metal bars at the gate this morning, when life gives you lemons, make me a tall glass of lemonade. And don't expect a dime. Just hand the glass over to me.
After that wild report from Widzo, we take a quick but necessary commercial break.
Tired of the numerous choices you are forced to make in the supermarket day in, day out? Do I choose the cheese and onion flavor? Do I choose tomato? Well, we've got just the brand for you. Dictator chips. You will never ever choose again. Dictator chips have been a big hit across parts of the world for centuries. So why stop now? Made with one organic potato that can grow in any town or village given the right tense conditions and economic frailty, the Dictator chip gives off the illusion of being tastier than any other chip. And boy, do they do a good job. They come in only one flavor, and each pack comes with, you guessed it, a single crisp cut from the same potato. Talk about a chip of the old block. The best thing about Dictator chips is that they just get better and better with age. Left a Dictator chip in the cabinet for 3.5 decades? Not a problem. Just dip it in some of our new Dictator's hip sauce and voila! The Dictator chip tastes as full-flavored and authoritatively delicious as ever before. So what are you waiting for? Pop down to your nearest supermarket and get yourself a pack. feeling lazy? Don't worry about it. We are sending lifetime supplies to every citizen's home as we speak, whether you like it or not. Please read pack for redacted details. Ingredients include antisocial behavior, a bitter grudge, an insatiable hunger for power, and of course, the right potato for the job.
As a man of the world, what do you think about all these foreigners?
It's not so much the person as the bottle. Xenophobia is killing our nation. Just last week at the bottle store, Shepherd broke a Mozambican beer on the table because he said it tasted like barracuda. And today, Zex was tearing all the labels of the Hansa Pilsners and clogging the toilet with them.
Yeah, indeed. We must not discriminate against our fellow drinks and drinkers on the continent. I mean, think about it. If we alienate other drinks and drinkers, we'll have the opposite of a rainbow nation. I look up at the shelf now, and I am proud to call myself a Pan-African alcoholic.
Yes. Can you imagine a bar without those wide-hipped Windhoek drafts? They are so sexy on a hot day with beads of sweat dripping down their long, slender necks.
Hey, and even Tusker, on a cold winter day, I don't mind having it warm.
No. That's too much. How can you have a warm Tusker when you have a fridge?
Yeah, no, you might be right. No, warm Tusker can be xenophobic.
Okay.
But not cold Tusker.
Not cold.
No. Cold Tusker can stay, yes.
Yeah, and whiskey, and vodka, and schnapps, and rum, black or white. We don't discriminate.
And absinthe, and moonshine, and cachasu.
Yeah, they are all welcome in our community. Anytime, even now. Do you have some?
Well, you certainly are open-minded citizens of the world.
Yeah, but do you have some?
Back to the studio.
Welcome to the Weather or Not with Widzo himself, Widzo Systematics. Today, we will see large clouds moving over from South Africa. We are not sure if they are clouds or just Zimbabweans hiding in the clouds being chased by xenophobic Zulu lightning. It also seems there is a tsunami of Mozambicans moving back towards Mozambique, being chased by another new occurrence, the Zulu tornado. South Africans are urged to watch out in the coming months for a returning hurricane from the SADC region, carrying bouts of Malawian anger and Congolese displeasure, or actually Nigerians in disguise. This has been the Weather or Not with Widzo Systematics. Cheers.
A South African man whose state-of-the-art two-story, 12-roomed plastic shack got burnt down yesterday after his gas stove exploded has decided to sue Eskom for his woes. It was chaos as Baba Moloi saw his life's work go up in smoke like a Snoop Lion concert. He is currently being chased by a lynch mob as they have come to discover that he is a makwere-kwere.
Jesus Christ. Speaking of the J to the sizzle, we now cross over for some inspirational words from the great Pastor Olufuweni.
Ever felt like an alien in your own country? Felt like you deserve to have it all, but don't? I know I did. Then I decided to change my life in 5 simple steps. Xenophobia. Before xenophobia, I had no one to blame for my situation. No one coming to church, bank account low. Life was tough. Then I started seeing the light-skinned, the dark-skinned. Hell, I even started seeing the Indians. Then I realized xenophobia was my ticket out of here. I figured if I blamed all my problems on other people, I wouldn't have to look myself in the mirror for answers. Try it. Offer me a product from Lesotho or Gaborone. My answer would be, no thank you. I'm lactose intolerant. The church started doing mighty well. If any of my members got sick, I'd tell them, blame the Malawians. Lost your job? Blame the Congolese. Too many shops in your neighborhood that you don't own smells like Somalians to me. I made a lot of money, but then I started to run out of races to blame. And I thought to myself, Olufuweni, your time is up. But then I had an epiphany. Xenophobia was just the start. I hadn't even got into homophobia, agrophobia, retardophobia. A whole new world awaited. And here I am now, standing tall, pockets full of money, a house like a castle, and a lot of imported shiny new cars. Glorious! Oh yeah.
Now on to some business. I was fortunate enough to have a little chat with the Minister of Impending Projects earlier today. The Honourable Minister took time out of his very busy schedule to meet with Zambezi News to discuss his controversial new project, Operation Road Reform. Take a look. Please come through. Well, I'm here with the Honourable Minister of Impending Projects. Good morning, Minister.
Yes, you are welcome.
Please. Now, just one quick question, Minister. Did you decide to hold this meeting at the side of the road to show what steps you have taken towards road reform?
What steps? Like progress? Young lady, you know nothing about my ministry, eh? No. I decided to have this meeting while we walk on this road to reiterate the impending nature of this meeting. You see, we are neither at point A nor point B. Thus, is this a meeting, you might ask? Let's just term it an impending meeting.
Well, thank you for that clarification. Now, what you are proposing is truly revolutionary. If I'm right, you aim to indigenize the road systems across the nation.
Yes, Operation Road Reform. Or as I like to term it, Operation O-Ara-Ara. You see, it is the impending brainchild of my ministry. We are going to reclaim all roads, byroads, highways, and cycle paths for the people of this nation. Take this road, for example. Residents who go through the due registration process will be able to set up toll gates and redo the surfaces of roads in their neighborhoods. They would be able to decide, declare, and determine the rules governing their roads.
Well, that is indeed a swell idea. Now, when is the proposed start date for this project?
Well, this is an impending project, of course, but I have started a trial toll gate in my neighborhood with my gardener, Bothwell. Bothy? Yes. Go. And As you can see, it is quite lucrative. And this is only one of 400,000 impending toll gates in my constituency.
Well, there you have it. Ministers are constantly looking for innovative projects aimed at bettering the lives of the people.
Thanks for that report, Esmeralda. I can't wait to see what I can do to the roundabout outside my house.
Joram, I think you'll find that I can't wait to see what I'll do to that roundabout outside your house.
What?
Joram. Are you forgetting those dark years when you were struggling to get by? You and your pale-skinned brethren? Luckily, I was there in your hour of need. I took it upon myself nobly and without your knowledge to register your house as a daycare center we could run. By we, I mean you, with my full-time position as CEO and 51% stakeholder.
What are you talking about, Mandape? I bought that house with my ex-wife in the late 80s. I raised my kids there.
Hush, Jerome. I'm trying to picture what I can do to that roundabout.
At Zambezi News, we believe in an inclusive international rapport.
Except for Malawians.
We believe in the many different faces that make up our continent, like the pigeon tribe I discovered during my trek of the mystic lake of Manakwezi, near the Mpongolongo Delta that has since been christened Jeromeville.
Our news and views and all area crews prove we move like international dudes.
We believe in ordering our takeaways from Asian, European, and African restaurants as long as they're listed in our international directory.
We believe in the us in broadcast.
In this fast-paced world, it's tricky to find the time to be xenophobic, but you see it all around you. Nigerians, Somalians, Ghanaians, Norwegians, coming into your country and earning a living and taking jobs that you would rather remain vacant so you can sleep at night. Say hello to the solution of your wars, Xenoplus. Designed in China, manufactured in Taiwan, and modified in Lesotho, Xenoplus puts xenophobia in the palm of your hand. For hundreds of cool xenophobic functions, dial 1-800. Get out of here!
Welcome back, folks. Now, xenophobia is the marmite of our time. Some love it, and some just don't get it. So we put together a quick presentation on the do's and don'ts of the X word. Do complain about too many foreigners stealing your jobs.
Don't burn them in Firestone tires, no matter how catchy the name of the tire.
Do look annoyed when you hear a foreigner talking in a language you don't understand.
Don't beat them with a stick when you hear them doing it.
Do make sections of society no-go areas for foreigners.
Don't forget apartheid when you do.
Do call all foreigners illegal immigrants.
Unless, of course, they are white. Then you call them expats.
Well, that goes without saying. Who said of a white immigrant? Do slap your children when they tell you about a Malawian friend they made at school.
Don't tell them about your holiday in Lake Malawi when you do.
Come on, everyone knows Lake Malawi isn't even part of Malawi.
Indeed, Mandape, just like Victoria Falls isn't part of Zimbabwe.
Let's hope you all learned something from me today. Xenophobia. Is it bad? Is it good? We'll let you be the judge of that. Over to you, Kudzaishi.
Well, wow, informative stuff. I've always found it weird when someone goes to another country and all that to work, and then they take the accent and all. And now on to sports. The Minister of Sports and Elephant Poaching has some encouraging words for all the young sports people out there. Play the bloody clip.
You're not very good at hockey, are you?
Hockey?
Well, what is it then? It looks ridiculous.
It's cricket.
Well, looks equally stupid. You look stupid.
You're mean.
The world's mean. You don't know anything, you're just a child.
You're the meanest person in the world, and the world's not mean. You are.
Well, you haven't met my mother. She's an awful bitch.
Apologies for that minor glitch and any foul language. We take a look now at my legendary ancestry that literally took this continent by storm. Captain Nathaniel Weathers was the very first explorer to travel across the Pacific Ocean and discovered the African continent, which at the time was known as the Dark Continent of Jambawamba. He landed on the shores of Cape Town, that was at the time known as the Town of Cape, with a merry band of men that spread pamphlets of international brotherhood and fostering equitable distribution of land and assets. He successfully got rid of the existing borders in the different countries and established one continent under democratic rulership that's allowed leaders to be in power for only one term. Nathaniel Weathers, a great man from the 1950s, give or take a few centuries. Now, we cross over to our final segment, fun for the family and fiery for the fiercely fanatical. It's Family Our Faces. Welcome everybody to the show that takes the stabilizers off the bike whilst your child is cycling down a hill in a heavily trafficked neighborhood. We scour the nation for druggies and whores like Charlie Sheen at a house party and bring them questions tougher than my mother's ovaries after her 8th child. That's right. Welcome to Family Our Faces. Shall we kick this thing off with a dance then? Boy, oh boy, oh boy, do we have a show for you tonight. 2 Family Our Faces have taken time out of their busy schedules to be with us, and we're gonna pound the truth out of them like gummy bears. Let's welcome on stage, Kevy Kev and Weedzo Systematics.
What's up, Pons? What's up, my Chinas? Thank you. What's up?
Now, why don't we tell the nation what this is all about?
Hey, what's up, Clint? You know what? You're a lot smaller in real life, a bit like that Tom Cruise on. Anyway, we're here tonight to clear up some bullshit that's been stinking up my character, like old Auntie Molly in the sauna.
Oh, this is getting steamy. Carry on.
Well, basically, my China Weedzo Systematics is a bit xenophobic. Hey, come on, man. I just said you could be of Indian descent. So we're here tonight to clear up a few things with a nationality test.
Ah, well, Mr. Kev, you've come to the right place indeed. Here we test everything, from IQs to HIV, right on this very stage, without the fluffers of doctor-patient confidentiality.
Yeah. Anyway, so seeing as you called me an Indian, I reckon we're both gonna get tested and then we see what's up. But I never took the test. You never took my blood.
Take your blood? What do I look like, fucking vampire? What do we say to that audience? Shut the fuck up! That's right, shut the fuck up. Now, viewers, a nationality test is very straightforward. What you need to do is look at the subject square in the eye, take stock of the way they dress, their actions. Copper bracelets? Probably Zambian. Eating a naan bread on a hot day? I'd stab it Indian. Sleeping in the afternoon? Hands down, that is a Mexican. You get the drift. Now, we decided today to take things a step further, and our team of experts put our guests through a series of grueling and racially stereotyping procedures, from opening a beer bottle with a blunt object to eating biltong. Let's take a look.
Well, the results are in, lads, and they are not pretty. Mr. Kev, you were 50% from Braeside and 50% Arcadian. Yeah. Very well done.
I knew it. I just had a feeling.
Yeah.
I just thought it. I just had a feeling.
Yeah. Very strong mixed race genes there. Yeah. Now, Mr. Systematics, you might need to sit down twice for this one. You, my spindly, malnourished friend, are a Malawian.
I predict a heavy storm of punches. My arms will be the clouds, Wito. My arms will be the clouds.